Hmm. This time scenario will be a common virtue. Already in 1945, and there's sort of interested in seeing what. Does this game still have any new things to offer us? A common virtue, February 20th, 1945. On February 19, 1945, the US 5th Marine Division assaulted the vital island of Iwo Jima. The capture of Iwo Jima would allow US fighters to escort the B-29 bombers on their raids to Japan. The Japanese had garrisoned the island with 22,000 men and were very well entrenched. After a day of very heavy fighting to secure the beach, the Marines decided to tackle Mount Suribachi next. For 3 days the Marines and Japanese fought a no-quarter battle to control the hill. Often the Japanese would infiltrate the Marines from behind, requiring them to retake the old positions all over again. Finally, on the 23rd, the Mount Suribachi fell, but it would not be until March 26th that the island was finally secure. As one Marine general stated about the Marines after the fighting, "Uncommon valor was a common virtue." We'll play with the Marines. I'm not sure what to do. We're taking a group of hills, or a hill. And they have no place to go to. This times we have the flamethrower tanks. We have 4. What? No. Yeah, we have 4 of them. 5. Then we have 1 dozer. Not. Yeah, the hull armoring on the front is insane. There was another Sherman, 105. I think it's the size of the gun. Yeah. So it's more of an infantry gun type tank. The normal gun is slightly smaller, and it also has armor-piercing ammunition the larger gun doesn't have. So, yeah. Our command unit. Here it is. See, we have that's a 105mm battery. That's a howitzer battery. That's not anything amazing. Then we have half a dozen aircraft. Yeah. Machine gun, rocket. See, machine gun, rockets, bombs. So they don't have bombs. So the ammunition has been altered to this mission. Very capable, very capable airplanes though. I'll actually use. I think I'll use them now. Because when the time comes that our own forces are very close to this, they're very likely going to be shooting our own troops. So at the end of this, we'll definitely assign targets for those. Engineers. Okay, we have a lot of engineers. It's probably a pretty safe guess to make that there's going to be mines. 20 turns. The terrain is very rough, so the 20 turns is probably fully warranted. We'll try to let's clear this up. All this terrain is very rough, so it's almost impossible to move. Yeah. So we want to use these patches of green and here sand to move around. So they're basically our roads here. We won't be going into the rough if we can help it, because it'll delay our movement quite a bit. We don't have options everywhere. But in here we have a clear path through this hill and going around a bit. It's probably much faster than actually trying to press through the rough spots. And it's an visibility 84. We have with veteran troops, so that's not a problem. Yeah, this is heavily fortified, no doubt about that. I don't think we should move much. First thing we need to do is actually go through our units and look around like this, because we're not, at the moment we're not seeing guys that are right next to us. So I'm guessing we have to actually manually take a look. We also might have guys in our behind us. Can't be excluded as an option. Okay, you are standing next to an enemy sniper. Kill it. Yeah, we'll have to try to do as little moving as possible, little action as possible. Basically, just reveal targets. Ah, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to try to shoot the pillboxes. It might be much better to try to rush it with the flame tanks and just burn them to the ground. Bunkers, on the other hand, we should be able to take out with tanks, their normal fire. Infantry and tank. But this is gonna be a... It's gonna be tough. I don't want to move with the tanks too much. They do have those boxes, and they have a tank gun. Might not be the best tank gun, but it's still a tank gun, very capable of destroying a Sherman. Infantry anti-tank. Let's take the casualties, come on. Can you shoot then? Can you shoot that one? But we shouldn't be shooting that one. Again, this isn't a good weapon to get rid of bunkers. At least I don't think it is. You never know. Okay, armor in the front is 2. I'll actually shoot the... See if we can get casualties on them. Yeah, we do have high explosive anti-tank ammunition, so there's a few shots that should be effective against armor, but after that we have nothing. Oh, flamethrower range is actually 2. So we could attack that one. But we can't. We can't. It was a bit risky to come here with the tank. There's probably a lot of more infantry here. So, yeah. Might end up biting us in the ass. I want to get out of the field of view of those pillboxes, though. I think here, better off being. No, we can't fire anymore. I have to try to suppress it. I'm surprised it didn't go any better. It's yeah, I guess the pillbox scored a few hits, so that made it impossible for us to function properly with the tank. Can't I can use it? It can. It's almost destroyed, so yeah, it doesn't really have much ammunition or weaponry left anymore. Oh shit. There's a pillbox here somewhere. There. You have smoke ammunition. No. I'm actually inclined to fire smoke up there, or proceed with the infantry and to a smoke screen on these. Yeah, the reaction ranges is so large, and it's not a bad idea for them to react to such a length. So I think I know what I'm going to do now. Quite simply, we're going to be shooting smoke. Shooting a goddamn lot of smoke. We're not interested in preventing all enemy units from shooting us, but we sort of want to cut their capability in pieces. So not everything can shoot at us at the same time. We'll be sending aeroplanes here. It's pretty safe to assume that all these places will have targets that are worth shooting. Yeah, you probably shouldn't move. Ah, this smoke screen is not meant to be much of a smoke screen. It's the purpose is more of a would I say it to well to basically provide a minor screen until the actual artillery smoke screen arrives. Okay. Please, Sherman is very great danger. I even want to go there with the don't think I do these. Oh. Basically we have only 3 infantry squads there, so I don't see it's a good idea to try to push forward with them. They're probably going to encounter a lot more enemies than they can really realistically handle. There's a limit to how much smoke ammunition we have, so but again, we'll hope it'll last for a turn or two. After that, we'll rely on the we get the smoke stream from our battery, artillery battery. Yeah, it'll arrive after this turn. Dug in. Why can't I want that piece of shit to use the flame? Ah, I don't get it. He has the flamethrower, but it's not using them. I don't dare to back up from here. Because the tank doesn't know how to reverse. It'll show the rear armor to them. I don't want to go there because there's very likely artillery or bunker placement. I shoot the goddamn flamethrower. No, I can't. I'm guessing it'll be used against infantry mainly. We'll try to get rid of that infantry. Not because we want to kill it, but because we want to make room next to the pillbox. Okay, we're very hard pressed to cause casualties there. Why is it so hard? Well, we couldn't reach there anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. It really shouldn't be this hard to cause casualties on him. Oh, it's not this pillbox that is firing. I guess that doesn't matter though. No, should artillery, so smoke shots and the airplanes. Let's see if they're do any good for us. Yeah, that smoke should be very useful. Airplanes, less so. At least they'll reveal some enemies, so that's enough. Ooh, that feels bad. Okay, what do we have left? We have well, everything's almost left. I think we'll target these pillboxes. At least with the airplanes. I'll see if we have any more smoke. Yeah, we can probably fire another salvo of smoke. And I think we'll do exactly that. Again, the purpose is to buy time. And that's time before we have to handle these. Any more smoke? Not really. So, bombardment then. Okay. Yeah, you take care of him. I'll see if I can actually just use flamethrower on it. No, I don't get why not. So let's shoot normally. Okay, we can cause casualties on it, so we should be able to take him out this turn. Not with this one though. Ah, for God's sake, just shoot something. Yeah, that's good enough. The rough terrain is really thing. It's hard to get how crippling it is. You're not moving anywhere if there's rough terrain. Okay, finally. We'll just have to push through somehow. I think this is probably the best way. Then we can come behind the hill and access all these areas. we can skip at least part of the defensive structures that way. Should be all good. Okay, what can you see? Interested in shooting that. What is a bunker? Nothing really interesting though. There isn't gonna be much happening for a few turns, I think. Give it some more smoke. Smoke won't last on this map for a long time. Like a turn, maybe two. Yeah, please die. Come on, it's a single guy left there. Too hard, apparently. The artillery is very effective. Not quite sure where it's shooting though. And we should have our own artillery arrive. Few bunkers, a lot of infantry. Juniors infantry. They're a bit too far away to shoot it. I'm not sure how they'll actually react to us taking these flags. They should stay put, definitely. That's the smart thing to do, but that's not what the computer always does. So it might end up in their abandoning their positions. I hope they don't, but you never know. We'll leave the flags to the infantry. I still want to kill that guy. I have no idea what he's doing there. Shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be this difficult to get a single kill on a guy that's so close. Not even if they're dug in a rough terrain. For some reason we're being very unlucky. Even if the chances aren't great, and they're like 60%. Finally. Oh. A artillery bombardment and airstrike. There's no more smoke after this. Again. It's not being anything. Very inaccurate. Need to have a spotter that basically sees the target all the time. If you don't have a spotter that has a visual on the target, it's somewhat of a... There's a lot more variation how accurate the strike is. Bombardment runs are in many ways I prefer them simply because at least they go where you sort of intend them to go. And they do their damage very reliably. This is our next target. So waypoint 1, waypoint 2, then go from back here to and attack these positions at the same time. We're trying to bypass a lot of these bunkers and pillboxes. We can, or we'll strike them from the rear. But already 1/4 of this entire map time has already passed, and we haven't even reached the... That doesn't really matter. It might make for a tough time to take these, but we're going to take them anyway. It won't change that fact. And once we have them, it's very difficult for them to try to get them. Ah, they are coming here, at least some of them. But we do have to be a little bit careful. Should be able to get kills though, they're no longer dug in. There you go, 6 guys killed. Yeah, much better. I didn't check the smoke situation here. You might as well use smoke ammunition here, because there's no point... Once we get past this, there's no point using Using up any more smoke ammunition will just hinder us. We're retreating. Fine. There's not much point trying to fire on these positions yet. They're Japanese, they don't get pinned down or anything like that. And the chances for causing any casualties is pretty much zero. Why are you shooting at the bunker? Okay. Is that bunker I want to shoot at? No, we need to get rid of this bunker. That was easy. Next bunker, we do need to destroy this one. So we'll put a couple of tanks on this rage and have them fire on it. And until it's no more. What can you see? I don't know. We'll proceed with the infantry and try to weaken the enemy positions a little bit. Same with here. Primary target should. There's little point in trying to shoot that one. You should be able to see the bunker. Chances to hit aren't exactly great. We did cause some casualties there, so I think we'll just take positions this round. I will shoot once at the bunker because it'll mean that I've taken it as a target and I've shot it already. So it'll increase automatically or usually double your accuracy for that target. So I just want to do it because on the next turn it'll probably increase my accuracy because I've had it for a target over a turn change. So my accuracy will probably be a lot better. That's good enough. Here we have the reach, prevent their view, and there's a lot of this light hazy smoke still in the air, so it should provide cover. And these guys can provide their own smoke too. Yep. If there's one thing that can cause us to fail here is the time. I have no idea how long my plan takes to actually implement. I'm guessing it'll be around the same time as if I would have just pushed through the center. But it'll be easier in the sense that we have to do less fighting. Yeah, they're abandoning their positions. At least some of them are. This would be one of those missions that I think that's probably quite interesting to play on. It doesn't matter which side you choose. With the Japanese, you stay in your positions, you have a lot of anti-tank units, bunkers, pillboxes, things like that. But the enemy also has a significant force that includes a lot of tanks and things like that. So there's no way you can easily. You can probably get rid of the infantry, but the tanks are a real problem. Oh, Christ, they have those. Trying to push through that with infantry alone, be totally hopeless. Okay, bunker. Let's see our accuracy, 43. So that's good enough. That's basically every other shot should be hitting it. We got a good hit on it. It lost a weapon. That's how you need. Okay, that's our fourth destroyed fortification. We will be firing. I should definitely move my tanks. Yeah, because chances of them getting any kind of a trouble from this infantry is 0. At least at these ranges. Ooh, that's a good one. Annihilate it. Gun does it have? This is a good gun. Against tanks, against infantry, machine guns. Yeah, this is a solid tank. No real complaints about that. Anyway, not all of these guys are attacking, so they have some effort in trying to retake things, seems, but not everything. They aren't blindly abandoning everything because they lost something. So I'm not quite sure if it's what exactly is going on there. I still feel it's a bad idea AI-wise to have them move, but it's not as simple as I actually thought initially. Not blindly rushing with everything. Move. Yeah, some of them are moving, but defenses on this edge are still at least still dug in. So they're in no hurry to move anywhere. Ooh. I think we should unlock a little bit. there's a limited amount of time, so we can't just take our time with the enemy. Even no matter what, we'll have to move forward. You can deal with the enemy squad incoming. Engineering squad destroyed. Holy shit. Oh, there they are. Ooh, but that was nasty. 5 guys dead on a single shot. I never knew they could be so lethal to... Lethal to infantry. We have a lot of smoke ammunition. It looks like there is an actual effort to try to retake these, so it might be that a lot of these units that are now coming from the rear actually will be forced to do a lot of defensive fighting, and the push to take new areas will be mainly fall onto tanks and some infantry squads that accompany them. It'll take probably around turn 10, I'd say, we're comfortably on this area. Maybe another 5 turns after that and we'll start reaching. So it doesn't look bad. We certainly have the time to take care of things. They're trying to shoot at the suppress the tank. It's a waste of time. You need to have a massive amount of infantry to be able to pull that off. How much do we have ammunition left? We don't have endless amount, so I'm not sure if there's real reason to continue bombarding this. Might be much better off starting to soften targets. Dug in. Position. They're actually moving. Yeah, I'm position. We'll pull back a little bit. We don't want to stay on those flags because they're visible to a lot of enemy units. But we'll position ourselves behind them, so if the enemy tries to retake them, we'll get 3 shots on them. So, how to best handle this? They have shot quite a bit, so they might not be able to react fire. Let's test that. Yeah, that's tricky but true. We received some reaction fire, but basically only one unit shot at us. So that's not a lot. I'm not sure I want to keep the tank there. An engineering squad. Do undo. We need to make sure that the engineering squad won't be able to take down any tanks. Oh, we're heading very poorly. It's not even dug in. And we are unable to cause any real casualties on it. I don't really understand why I'm having so much trouble hitting anything. The tough terrain is certainly a factor, but even then it shouldn't be that much of a factor. Because this unit isn't dug in, so sure it has some cover from the rough terrain, but there's a limit to that. Still out of cover. This will take a few suppression shots. Might as well. That was it. So surprisingly little has happened. Or maybe I should say surprisingly few have died at this point. The heavy fighting phase, and it seems that it hasn't even started yet. Our smoke screen basically stopped that right at the start. There's certainly bleeding units every turn, but not at a catastrophic rate. And we're dishing out just as much damage as we're taking, so It's not really leading up to anything. Do something. Now defend the flags. Ooh, incoming engineering squad. We should have the upper hand in this exchange. Marine squad has better weaponry, long-range weaponry than engineering squad. Engineering squad will kill them a marine squad in close range. They have more high explosives and the flamethrower. Can possibly kill the entire squad. Oh, that's the stuff. I'll create some smoke just in case. We have these flags fairly securely in our control. They aren't sending enough troops to retake them. And actually I'm glad they aren't sending. That's not what you are supposed to do. At least it's somewhat considerate in what it's doing. It might change when we gain enough victory flags. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because it means the computer is playing for the victory instead of just playing to deny us the points. We're supposed to go in and do some assaulting. We don't really have the troops to do it. Move forward. Take it as target. Yeah, I can't use the flamethrower for some reason. I use the satchel. I'm just gonna attack normally. Might use the flamethrower like this. No, it doesn't. It's not using it. I don't understand why. Sometimes you can use them like that, sometimes you can't, so. It's a mystery to me how it works. Maybe it's a different thing for different nationalities. I don't know. We should be able to finish off that entire group now. And that means this is open for our troops to proceed to the victory flags. We do have to keep in mind that we're basically blind here, at least with the tanks. So, some caution. I say we're in a pretty good position now. Try to get rid of that sniper. Yeah, no luck. It's not that it's all hugely dangerous, but it's in a very nasty place. Simply don't want to give it any opportunity to act against us. So that's going to have to do. Not that keen on trying to get rid of it. And that's it. So now softening of the next phase of our operation here. We don't have a huge amount of ammunition left, so we're just gonna pour all of them into these two places. Basically, we'll drop them right on the flags. We'll let the bombardment fall where it's falling now. Yeah, we're not interested in saving ammunition either, or saving shots. We're interested mainly to push forward other pillbox. Conveniently got around that, so that's nice. Very hard to get through. No? It lost its main gun. So, as far as our tanks are concerned, it's totally harmless. We should be able to get rid of this squad entirely. And that should be what we need to secure this. Do we have any infantry we can drop here? I think this was a good choice to make. Overall, at least. Maybe not with all the troops. Because now we don't have the time to... These troops don't have the time to go around. But if they now attack from the center without the tank support, they're gonna get creamed. So what we're gonna do is basically bring a lot of these troops to this position and try to hold it. And that's about it. I'm pretty confident that no matter what they bring here now, we will be able to hold this. We have so many troops here. They simply have no realistic chance to push us away from here. Some of our troops will continue on to move on, but I think we'll leave like 2 platoons of troops here. That'll be something like eight squads of infantry. So no matter what they'll try, they have no chance of pushing us away from here. Everything else will continue to circle around the hill. So we'll bombard here. This will probably we have enough. We have enough shots to fire at least a few times. They're trying to assault it. Moral fail. Which is lovely because we attacked it from the rear where it can't even shoot back. We have no longer any anti-tank ammunition left. We are causing some casualties. I don't expect to destroy that, but we can probably force them to abandon it. Yeah, they got annihilated. And I do mean annihilated. No one survived. We can probably wipe out that squad too. The anti-tank infantry the Japanese have there, they don't seem to react too much. Ooh, and there's more infantry coming our way. machine gun here. Okay, let's move closer to the target. Oh goddamn luck for trying to take these flags. Maybe if these bunkers were still in could function properly, then they'd have they'd have a chance. But now, no, no chance. It's faster to go through here. Okay. Now that our clock goal is clear, these turns shouldn't take too long to complete. We have the tanks, we have infantry in them, so that's our main offensive fist. Slight distraction will be these enemy infantry trying to retake things. That's a good thing too, because it'll take troops away from the actual sides that our tanks are trying to invade. So it'll make things easier for them. And we have enough firepower with our troops, so we can actually properly take out enemy squads. We can kill them faster than they can come up with new squads here. We don't have too much trouble doing that. Not much trouble at all. Most of our units aren't even in defensive positions yet. So yeah, they pretty much have no chance. Try to find your courage. Can you flamethrower that? I don't think you can. Yes, you can. But it won't destroy it. It's in a... yeah, they're going to very likely abandon it now. Yeah, assault fails, that's fine. The important part is that it's now on fire. That's a huge reduction in your unit's ability to function properly there. We'll continue firing on it though. Again, I don't mind sacrificing a couple of tanks here, although it's not necessary. Could probably do this and just move on. Yeah, I don't see much point in staying here. It's fairly easy to move through here though, so there's no point in taking the long way there. Yes, we can just move through here. Well, it's not like it'll hurt us either way. This way we can go directly to here. Okay, let's try to get rid of this. Not really succeeding with that. have to continue to move forward. Now some artillery rain. I think we'll stop firing artillery after this point. Maybe we'll shoot a single salvo more with the artillery batteries. But our ore units are starting to arrive at the area, so yeah, we'll take quite a bit of casualties from these batteries because we're in too tightly packed here. I don't really care though. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they're not really. They're not abandoning the pillbox. Guess that's admirable. And it's gone. Do you see? Pillbox. Just harassing it a little bit. Targets. That should be pretty much it. We'll let the artillery fire once more and then we'll cancel it if they continue to fire more. Or we'll shoot at totally different locations. Basically none of the victory flags. Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot anything. Anyone see something of importance? Enemies incoming? Anything? Yeah, now they're trying to. Now everyone is leaving their positions and trying to get the flags, which is. It's not a bad decision to make. If you don't react to something like this, you basically lost the mission. No matter how well you can hold on to your defensive line. At some point you have to simply have to abandon your position and start moving. Hello. We're going to end this quickly if we can. There's probably some kind of counter attack we have to defend against, but if we get the flags, it will be over fairly quickly. Not seeing anything. Fail, fail, fail. Oh crap. We were a bit lucky there. Yeah, still they have a lot of troops. Invisibility is really bad now that there's so much smoke here. It doesn't really matter because it'll work for me. We're in the defensive positions, we don't have to move anywhere. The enemy who has to move towards us. We're taking a lot of casualties here. This also works only if you have enough firepower in your squads. If you have low firepower, you should prefer to spot the enemy from further away, so you have time to sort of nickel and dime his health to zero. Although nickel and diming is probably the wrong thing to call it. Bleed him to dry by doing small cuts. Oh god, why are you all so terrible? I'll leave a couple of squads here. I don't think it's really necessary, but I don't want to be in a situation where I'll start losing flags somewhere in the rear. Okay. Oh shit. Ah, luckily we attacked automatically, which is good. Can probably annihilate the entire team. Yes. Okay, this should be fairly painless at this point. We have spotters here, we have cleared out the victory flag area, at least mostly cleared. So even if they have bunkers left, they're pointing in the wrong direction, so we can safely ignore all that. So we're pillbox destroy. I guess basically what happens is that we caused enough casualties that actually the crew inside the pillbox was killed. Not the actual pillbox is still intact. More Japanese infantry. Actually, we'll start at this point to man these flags to assault our tanks. It's over for them. Do we have any artillery coming? Can I flamethrower you bastards? The flamethrower something. No, I can't. That's what I don't get about these tanks. They have a flamethrower, but they don't seem to be using it at any point. So what's the deal with that? Pulling back a little bit. Probably don't need to give fire support from that distance. We have enough troops here. No point holding back at this point. Wipe out everything. Yeah, that's how you use a flamethrower. Taking control of all the flags. Box. Hello, Mr. Pillbox. That pillbox. Yeah, now we use the flamethrower for some reason. Pillbox destroyed. Now all the guys inside were destroyed. Where's the... Just one bunker. This should maybe take a turn or two before it's over. One bunker there, one bunker there, and we'll go after those bunkers. We don't really see any other units anymore. So we can just rush. Well, maybe we shouldn't just rush, but I think I'm just going to rush the few remaining bunkers us. And we're causing casualties in the bunkers. In turn, they should be then US Marine 1215, Japanese 68. No, decisive victory. Ah, yeah, this was an okay mission. It was right from the start. It was clear what it was. Might have probably been very interesting on both sides, even on the Japanese. Not sure how you're supposed to take care of those tanks. We did have some anti-tank infantry and the pillboxes, but yeah, very hard to control where the tanks are going to attack from. Yeah, another one, I think a good one. And the enemies this time, although they attacked the flag we had captured, they didn't, not everything poured out until we had really captured a significant chunk of their flag, so it was clear that they're gonna lose unless they can capture something back. Yeah, like this very much.